Okay, in this video we'll look at how to make a pivot table and why that might be useful. So if you go to insert, actually before that let's select everything, then go insert, pivot table. We're going to make this on a new sheet, but really just makes it on a new tab. Alright, so what you want to do is look at two variables and then what might be affected there. So for example, let's say I look at the city for the columns, and let's say I looked at the number of beds for the rows, and I wanted to see if the cities were any different based on the number of beds and looking at how that affects the price. So under values, I'm going to drag this down to price, and let's take a look. So this table is actually pretty useful. What it says is that here are the different cities we have, and then it shows you how much the different beds were. Okay, so when we look at the pivot table, let's go to edit. The one thing I want to do is change the price. You want to look at the median price usually. Okay, so how to read this. In Detroit, the median price for a 2-bedroom is $169, about $170,000, versus in San Francisco, a 2-bedroom median price is $875. And in San Francisco, a 5-bedroom is about $3 million versus $1 million in Sacramento and only $244 in Detroit. The reason why these ones don't have any data is because out of the data that we collected, we didn't have any 21-room houses in any of the other cities except for Detroit. Detroit has a lot of multifamily that they have available, so people can use that for rental. And then these are the summary stats for Detroit. The median house was $249, and so on and so forth. If you want to adjust some of this, you can also change these variables. You can put different things in there. Okay, what about the square feet? Is the square feet much different? Let's check. Okay, so now we have the sum. Oh, actually, I don't want to use the sum. Let's do the median. Square feet, the median. Okay, so in this case, for example, in Sacramento, median price $275, but the median square foot is 900. San Francisco, a little bit bigger, not that much, but like way more expensive. Detroit is actually bigger than the Sacramento, but way cheaper. You can also take out some of these. For example, take out the square feet, and then maybe you want to look at the max. Okay, and in here where there is one in Ann Arbor, a 5-bedroom that's like crazy expensive. And then here we're looking at the max value for the grand total, and that is it.